In the quiet village of Elmsvale, where mornings began long before the sun touched the hills, lived a young girl named Era, known not for loud words or bold actions, but for her quiet strength and patient heart. Each dawn, while the village still slept, Era carried water from the old stone well for her aging grandmother, believing that responsibility was not a burden but a form of love. Life in Elmsvale had always been simple, yet one season the earth began to change. The river grew thinner, the soil cracked beneath the sun, and worried whispers moved from home to home like a restless wind. The elders spoke of drought, and fear slowly settled into the hearts of the villagers, making their steps heavier and their voices uncertain. Still, Era listened more to hope than to fear. Each evening, she sat beside her grandmother, holding her hand, whispering gentle promises that things would change not because she knew how, but because she believed they must. As days passed, the heat grew relentless and crops wilted in the fields. Some villagers stopped planting altogether, convinced that effort was useless without rain. But Era continued, kneeling by an old fig tree at the edge of the village, pressing seeds deep into the soil, trusting that life could still exist where eyes could not see it. Others laughed at her quiet persistence, yet she worked on, guided by patience rather than pride. One evening, as the sun dipped low and painted the road in gold, a traveler arrived in Elmsvale. His name was Aaron, a man shaped by many journeys, carrying worn maps, small sacks of seeds, and a calm wisdom earned through time. Most villagers greeted him with suspicion, but Era offered him bread and water, the last her family had to spare. Aaron accepted with gratitude and reminded her that kindness once given never disappears. It simply waits for the right moment to return. Over the following days, Aaron shared his knowledge quietly, teaching Era how to plant deeper, where hidden moisture still lived beneath the dry surface. She listened carefully, carrying his words like something precious. When the villagers began to lose hope entirely, Ara stood before them not with forceful speech, but with honest resolve, and asked them to try together, even if failure awaited them. Moved by her sincerity, the villagers joined her. Under lantern light and moonlit skies, they worked side by side, hands blistered, hearts tired, yet united. Days passed with no sign of change, and doubt returned once more, heavier than before. But Era waited. She had learned that time moves differently than fear. Then one night, without warning or thunder, rain fell soft and gentle, touching the earth like mercy. By morning, green shoots emerged from the soil, fragile yet alive, and the village of Elmsvale filled with tears of joy and laughter. Life returned not suddenly, but faithfully. As the fields revived, Aaron prepared to leave, telling Era that she herself had been the hope all along, and he had only arrived when the moment was ready. Years later, as Elmsvale flourished once more, Era taught his children the lesson written into the land itself, that patience is never wasted, kindness never forgotten, and what is meant to help us will always arrive, not early and not late, but exactly when we are ready to receive it.